Hello kids, today we are going to start the second part of the chapter agriculture, farming and its types. So in this we have the first topic as commercial agriculture. In the previous chapter we had already discussed about the factors that influence the climate, and then we discussed about the socioeconomic factors and the climate, relief, soil. These were the relief features. These were some of the factors which affect the farming. Then types of farming: subsistence agriculture, intensive subsistence and primitive subsistence agriculture. Okay, so today we are starting with the commercial agriculture. Now this commercial agriculture, it is done in the large scale production of the crops, and it is for the selling only. Intention is mainly to sell. Now this which is mainly, and it is also done for in the widespread way. Okay, and the products are also distributed in the wholesale markets and retailers also. And in commercial farming, many crops are harvested and sold in the world market also. So this commercial agriculture, here the crops are also cultivated and livestock is also reared. They are the common commodities, and which is also for the selling in the market. The farms, they are generally see, this is for commercial purpose, so it is very obvious that the farms are very large, and extensive farming is operated, right? We have already discussed in the earlier video about the extensive farming. And here, since it is the farming is done on large scale, large size of land is also required, so automatically investment is also very high. And the one thing is there, that what type of technique the farmers are using. Okay, how much improved machines they are using. So accordingly, the working techniques of the farmers decides that what type of investment is required. Okay, and in this commercial farming, many of the work is most of the work is done by the machines. This commercial farming, it mainly includes commercial grain farms and then mixed farming and plantation agriculture. Okay, so commercial grain farming, mixed farming, plantation agriculture, we shall be discussing it separately. So let us talk about the commercial grain farming now. Now this commercial grain farming, it is grown for the commercial purpose. Okay, as it is very much clear from the word commercial grain farming that it is mainly done with for the commercial purpose. And this type of farming, it is done on the large scale. Just now in commercial agriculture we discussed this, that it is done in the large scale. Now some of the crops which are grown, that is wheat, maize. These are some of the common commercial crops, grains, which are grown over here. Now here, this type of farming is usually done where the people are residing in less number, or you can say the density of the population is very less. Okay, and here in commercial farming, since it is done on large scale, so they are all scientifically managed in the modern farms. And here the extensive agriculture is practiced in this farming method. Okay, which is done with the help of machines. And for example, you must have seen the threshers. Okay, for sowing the seeds also, threshing and harvesting, the machines, they do the entire work. So what happens, that the number of people, if this machine wouldn't have been there, then what would have happened, that more number of people would have been required. But since all these things are managed by the machines majorly, so few people are able to manage this large farms. So number of people working over here are less because of the advanced agricultural methods. Machines are there. Now there are certain areas where this type of farming is practiced. For example, let us talk in the world level, then North America, Europe, Asia. Okay, then in India, it is majorly practiced in Punjab and Haryana. There are other also, but majorly if we talk about, it is mainly practiced in Punjab and Haryana. Then we have the next topic, that is mixed farming. Now this mixed farming, see here the mixed farming, the crops are also grown and the animals are also reared on the same piece of farmland. So this mixed farming, it is a system of farming which involves the growing of crops as well as the rearing of the livestock. Now along with the food crops, see farming is done. So along with the this cattle rearing is also being done. So along with the food crops, the fodder crops are also cultivated. Okay, and for the animals, because this cattle rearing is also being done. So it is very much necessary that these cattle should also be taken proper care of. For that their fodder also grown. Now these cattle, why are they reared? They are reared for meat, milk and many other things. So these are some of the important features in the mixed farming. Now it is very common in developed part of the world. Supposing we talk about the Western Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Russia and North America, these mixed farming is practiced with very advanced and modern techniques. Okay, these farms, they are managed by the people and there the people use very advanced and modern techniques. And the size of these farms are moderate size. And here intensive farming is also practiced. Now the crops which are grown, they are high yielding in crops. Okay, these seeds are very improved and here chemical fertilizers are also used and advanced machines are also used to have a better yield, and the yield should be in large amount, large quantity. Okay, now this practice of crop rotation, it is very much common and it helps in the retaining of the fertility of the soil. It helps in the maintaining the fertility of the soil. Now this farmers, they cultivate the cereal crops like maize, barley, wheat, and there are other root crops also like turnips or potatoes are also grown. As you know, these are the roots of the, you must have studied in the science also. Then there are some legumes, the seeds like things like beans, peas, and then of course as you can see in the image that the crops, the cows are or you can say the animals are grazing. So the fodder crops are also like alfalfa, they are also grown. Now let us talk about the plantation. Okay, so the commercial farming, it is including commercial grain farming, mixed farming and plantation. So plantation agriculture. So this is the third topic of the commercial farming, that is the plantation. So plantation agriculture, it is a type of commercial farming only in which single crop is grown for the entire year. And this type of farming, it requires large amount of labors and capitals also. Okay, so this plantation agriculture, it is very much commonly practiced in tropical and subtropical areas. And this method of agriculture, that is plantation method of agriculture, it was mainly introduced by the Europeans. Okay, so as it is from the commercial farming only, so this farming plantation agriculture is also very much commercial in nature, and here it is also grown in large scales. And this plantation I am showing you, the tea plantation. Okay, so huge amount of capital is also invested, and they have to hire cheap laborers, and skilled laborers are required over here. Okay, skilled laborers are required, and for this of course modern machineries and fertilizers also there. And for this type of plantation, proper facility for transportation is also very much important. Proper facility of transportation facility, because it has to be sent to the places where these crops are processed before it is getting available in the market. Okay, for example tea, coffee, sugar, rubber, spices, these are some of the crops which are grown, and the markets for the plantation of these crops are also not only local. It is not that this plantation agriculture which is done, it is only for the local or in the country, within the country only, but it is also sent or sold commercially. It is being used in the international market. Now let us talk about the organic farming. Okay, organic farming and modern farming. In modern farming, what will happen? That what happens that modern techniques are used, and in organic farming and in modern farming also the this chemical fertilizers, pesticides, these are used. But here you will find that in organic farming such things are not used. So organic farming, it can be defined as the integrated farming system. Integrated farming system that strives for the sustainability and the enhancement of the soil fertility. It helps in the enhancement of the soil fertility, and it is also biologically diversified. While there are rare exceptions and prohibiting the synthetic pesticides, antibiotics, synthetic fertilizers, etc. Okay. So this organic farming, they use the modern farming, and they for harmful modern farming, harmful pesticides are used, and this is also the seeds which are genetically improved. Such uh, seeds are not, means those seeds which are having chemicals in it, such things are not used. Okay. And it is also done to increase the yield also. Organic farming, it prevents the adverse effect of modern farming. Okay. Because the modern farming, what happens that the chemical fertilizers and the pesticides which are used, somewhere they are also in the grains, which is not healthy for us. So this organic farming, it promotes the prevention of adverse effect of the modern farming. And this new farm is based, this was the organic farming was the only farming which was done previously. Okay. So this traditional knowledge, the person who is doing this organic farming, they should have the proper knowledge of this traditional method. Okay. And the crops which are cultivated in these farms are cultivated without the use of fertilizers and pesticides. That is why it is very healthy, and it is very nutritious also. It doesn't harm us at all. Okay. So here you can see the organic farming which has been done, and it is mainly done with the techniques can be used, modern machines can be used, but the chemical fertilizers, pesticides, or the seeds which are having this improved seeds, what you can say, modified feeds, seeds, such things are not used for the increasing of the yield. Then let us talk about the dairy farming. This dairy farming is a class of agriculture for long term production of milk, which is produced either on the term or at the it is either produced in the farm or at a dairy plant. Now either of which it can be called a dairy. Okay. For eventual sale of the dairy products. So these dairy products are sold with this. So this dairy farming, the cattle are reared for milk and milk products. Okay. And these products are of great demand in the urban areas. So to meet these demands, this product is used. Now it is considered as highly intensive type, okay, of the livestock. The farmers are also well equipped with the modern methods, okay, modern machines. See, you can see how the cattle are looked after, and these machines, what are the use of the machines over here? They are used for the milking, feeding, and cleaning of the cattle. Now these cattle, they are the source of the products which we are getting, so they should be taken proper care of. Okay. Now such types of farms, they require, you can see how much of investment is done for the proper arrangement of these cattle. So it requires huge capital investment in this type of farming. Now there are few countries which are very much famous for the dairy products, like Australia, Denmark, New Zealand, Switzerland, and Netherlands. Okay. Now we have the last topic, that is the cooperative farming. Now this cooperative farming, it is it is the cooperative. See, cooperative, the word is clear from it that it has to be done in a cooperative way, where the farmers, they pool their resources. Okay, they pool their resources in a certain area and for the particular activity. So this cooperative farming, it is a new trend of farming, and in this, the people, they are involved, these farmers, they get the loan from the cooperative banks for the investment in such type of farming. Okay, the lands are tiled collectively by the farmers. Okay, this land is collectively tiled by the farmers, and maximum utilization of modern machines is done in such type of farming. Okay, and it, in this way, the agricultural production is also increased with the help of raised standard of living, and it also raises the standard of living of the farmers. Now these products, see, whatever has been harvested over here, these products, they cannot be directly launched to them in the market. They have to be launched through the cooperative shop for the retailing purpose. So this cooperative farming it is very much commonly practiced in Sweden, Belgium, Netherlands, Norway, Denmark. Okay, and in India, it is majorly practiced in Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat. So this is all. So what all did we study today? That the commercial agriculture, in which commercial grain farming, mixed farming, plantation agriculture is there. These are this commercial agriculture farming includes all these things. Then we also studied about the mixed farming, that the crops are grown and animals are reared on the same farmland. Then in plantation agriculture, large estates are managed like industrial units or scientific lines. Then in organic farming, it is the farming without the use of fertilizers and pesticides. And dairy farming is considered as highly intensive type of livestock farming. I hope you are very much clear with this topic. This second part of this chapter of agriculture, farming and its types. Thank you.